I don't know, Brian, what do you want to, I got my own thoughts on HookIt.
Yeah, let's dive into it.
Okay, so those of you that aren't familiar, there's a platform called HookIt. It's not just for motorcycle riders. Like I think they cover like surfing and soccer and, all sorts of sports. It really doesn't matter. But I guess in the last few years, it's become bigger in at least the off-road motorcycle community. I know there's road racers on there too. And it's a platform. They have an app. You can go onto their website. And to me, it's kind of like social media and a resume kind of wrapped into one, where you almost have like a score sheet. So have you used it? Does Luke use it?
Yeah, I put Luke on there. I used it probably 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I looked into it more recently. Kind of the same thoughts I think that you have. I had pretty good experiences in the beginning, but I think it's changed a lot because more people have gotten on it.
Yeah, I mean, so the way it works is that we track. HookIt tracks certain things. They track race results. I mean, that's one of them. They track frequency. Again, when it comes to motorcycles, I don't know how specifically it works for some of the other sports, but you track race results. You track frequency of racing. You track. I forget what they call it, but basically, like anytime you go out and ride, like you can log into the app and say, I rode 4 hours.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many different locations you've traveled to. And then they also track your social media following, which is part of the score. Like if you have, somebody, you could have similar race results to someone else, but if they have 1,500 Instagram followers and you have 200, they're probably going to have a higher score than you.
Yeah, and it really combines all the social media presence that you have.
It
combines
does.
it into one.
You've got to log in and give them access to each of your accounts so they can monitor that. And it's not just how many followers you have on there; it's engagement too. So you could have, 25,000 followers, but if your engagement rate's low, that's going to affect your score. And then ultimately, the way this is supposed to work, it bumps up your score. The higher your score is, the better you look in front of prospective sponsors. And they'll reach out to you and say, hey, this is an offer we have. And in theory, the higher your score is, the better the offer is going to be. And then, the one thing also, if you want to pay, I think it's like $99 a year, you can have a HookIt Pro account. And then you actually unlock all of the full features. And I think you can actually apply, because I signed Noah up for like 1 year, and there's a reason I didn't sign up for a second year. And then you can apply to the open sponsorships, where I think the regular account, the companies can reach out to you, but not vice versa. Like they have to start the conversation. And to be honest, I think Noah's got 30 offers sitting in there right now. I'm not going to sign up for any of them, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. And Noah's score is much, much higher than mine. And then some of it comes down to what race series you're into, in that some of them automatically upload the results into HookIt, and those are verified results, and those are worth more than you loading them in yourself. So, if you're in a race series, yeah, exactly. I mean, I get that. But if you're in a race series that doesn't upload them, I mean, you're going to be severely handicapped, score wise. So I don't know. I feel like it's become a bit scammy in that, you sign up for a pro level account or whatever they call it. So I'm spending $100 a year, and then, I could probably look into some of these offers, and they're like, here's 20% off No Toil. And this isn't a knock on No Toil. It could be any company. You're like, 20% off? I mean, we're going to get into where we get better deals from anyway, but
yeah. So
how many air filters do I have to buy to make back my $100 that I've already invested?
Yeah. And I think that's, it's that excitement and wow factor, right? So when I first started, I went on here and you get offers, right? And suddenly you're walking around going, I'm a sponsored rider. Mm-hmm. So you get these deals, and it is exciting, and then you think, that's as good as it gets. You're getting these deals, and I think, as you talked about, a little bit scammy. Some of the things that I saw on there was they'd give you 50% off, and you're like, wow, 50% off. But that's full retail, and then there's a shipping charge that goes through the roof, and next thing you know, I'm paying way more for the product than what I could have just gone down to the local store and got.
Yeah, and that's the other thing we found out, and I'm not going to call out the company, and I actually like their products, but it's like, hey, you're going to get, and I think the deal was actually pretty decent in this case. I think it was 55% off, and but it wasn't their entire line. It was just part of it. And to me, it was almost like, well, this is the part we can't sell anywhere else, so we're going to give you the big discount on this. And then we went on to buy it. It's out of stock. So we literally couldn't even use the sponsorship for that company. So we kind of broke our deal and, ended up going with another brand. But there are so many limits. It looks cool, and you're right, especially for the kids. To me, it's almost for the kids, but then you have to kind of pull them back in and go, yeah, we're not signing that deal because we got a better deal somewhere else. And yeah, you can't say you're sponsored by, Arai, but we're going to get you that Arai helmet cheaper than, you're going to get it through your sponsorship. So I don't know. To me, I still have an account on there. Noah still has an account on there. I would not, if you're genuinely looking for good deals and to get sponsored, this is not the best avenue. If you want to go on and kind of compete with your friends and see who can get the highest score, it's fine for that. But then it's just something else you have to maintain, because we've already talked about how the social media ties into that. Well, you're already taking care of those social media accounts. And now we're going to add into the HookIt account. And the HookIt account is really only seen by other people that compete in your sport and the industry insiders that use it. And what kind of sucks is there are a few companies out there that at least allegedly will only allow you to apply for sponsorship through HookIt. At least when you go to their website, that's a bunch of BS. I mean, you can still get a hold of people, but yeah, it's been kind of my experience with it. It's not my preferred method for getting sponsorship.
I do like the concept, right? I love the concept on the social media side, how it combines everything. It gives you a score, a ranking. It shows engagement, which is super important. And for those that don't know, it's not how many followers you have on your social media that's truly important. Companies care about how many people are engaging, how many people are asking questions. So pulling that all together in one place, I think that's really cool. I just don't think the deals are worth it. I think we have a lot better ways for you all to get better sponsorships that we'll talk about.
No, I agree. I think the concept's awesome. Like when I first saw it, I was like, man, this is a neat idea. I just don't think the follow through has been there.
The execution.
Yeah, exactly.
Part, right?
So